Alright, everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is still Eric. Once again, I'm here driving a NIO. This time it is a NIO EC6, and it is the NT 2.0 version that just launched. And I just got in the car, and we're going to take off, and I'm not even sure where to go. Yeah. Okay. How? So I'm actually in Hefei at the Factory 2 in NIO Park. So right now we're driving through NIO Park. And is this whole 全是 NIO Park 吗？
那边
这个不是 NIO Park。
对 no。
这个是盖房子吗？
对，是的。
Okay. So this is the next generation EC6, and the first thing you might notice right here is when I put on the indicator, is you can see that they've updated it now. Just like a Tesla, you have the blind spot camera, the turn signal camera. Of course, unlike Tesla, you still also have the blind spot monitoring in the side mirrors, and so you also have the noise indicator and vibration in the steering wheel. Okay. So you still have the camera feed indicator. You also still have vibration in the steering wheel, and of course you still have the indicator in the side mirror. So that's cool. Even more safety features. They always keep adding stuff to these cars. So my first impressions of this car, of course, are just like any other NIO car. It's going to be comfortable. You know, I've driven so many NIOs so far. There's really not anything that you would come to expect to be very different. They're all very, very similar, of course, in the layout and the material, everything. This car is wonderful material. The steering wheel feels great. I really like the color in here, is really good. Everything is very, very soft, of course. That's as you can expect from a NIO. Now, the one thing about this car that's different from like the other, I would say, entry-level car like ET5 and ET5 Touring, is you actually do have the heads-up display, which is, I kind of almost require it in my car now after getting used to it, especially in China, because you have so many different roads that are just crazy, where sometimes you don't know which lane to be in. So the heads-up display, I think, is very vital. And of course you also have the instrument cluster here, which has lots of information, and you have your main display over here. So you have lots of really great features for comfort and for drivability and functionality. And one other thing, of course, is NOMI. Now, what else should we talk about? Here on NT 2.0 cars, we also have this mode where you can push these two buttons here and switch to Sport Plus mode. So Sport Plus mode on this car is 0 to 100 kilometers per hour or 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 4.4 seconds. NIO always kind of underestimates their speed, so I bet this one, if we actually start testing it, would probably be like 4.2 seconds or maybe even 4 seconds. But just like my old generation 1 EC6, it's 4.4 seconds advertised, and I haven't tried it out yet, so we're gonna maybe hit the accelerator here when there's not a camera around, when we have an opportunity to. We're on Sport Plus mode, and I'm gonna hit it right here. Let me so now I'm in launch control. Woo! Yeah. And now we're at 120. Woo. Pretty good. Now EC7, EC7 的是3.8. Okay, 3.8. So this car, of course, like the EC7, they're very similar, both kind of the sportback kind of coupe SUV that NIO offers. This one is significantly cheaper, but it's still quite expensive, of course. 这个跟那个 EC7 有什么区别？
车子会更大长。
一点 It's longer a little bit, right?
对。
多长? So the EC7 is a little bit longer and a little bit wider, and also has a bigger rear spoiler. 这个也有那个电子
尾翼。
Yeah.
有的。
那个怎么开，还是怎么用？还是
会自动打开，也可以去设置。
So I'm going to try to see if I can see out the back and see if my wing will deploy once I cross 80 kilometers per hour. So it's on automatic. So I'm going to pass these speed cameras right now, and we're going to go. So this right here says it deployed on the screen, but I can see a little bit. Yeah, I can see a little bit back there. 一点点. So 现在是最高还是最平？
平一点，没有那么高，到极速档再上一个档会高一点。
Well, we're going to test the turning radius right now. I'm not sure what it is. I'm sure it's probably pretty similar to the 5 or the old EC6. I mean, yeah, that's good enough, right? You're not gonna need much better than that. It doesn't have rear wheel steering, of course, but yeah. Other thing about this car is it's very, very quiet. Again, as you can expect from any NIO, really. I don't know what else you would expect besides a really quiet, comfortable interior. It doesn't have air suspension, which, you know, if you want that, you can get an EC7. This is the interior of the all-new EC6, which I just completed a test drive of, and I gotta say that I really, really, really am a huge fan of this car. However, after driving the EC7, which I just did after, I feel a little bit let down, but it doesn't mean this car is not good. This car is great. I just, bigger and faster and more comfortable is better, you know what I mean? So this car is still very good. I'll show you a couple things. Plenty of really great, you know, leg room, of course. Just like every other NIO, there's no glove box, so you have plenty of space up here. I really like this interior color. It's quite nice. Everything about this car is just slightly smaller than the EC7, and you do notice it when you're back to back in the two cars, but if you only are in the EC6, you're not going to notice it. Big win for this car is, just like the ES6, you have the separate middle seat right there, so you can put the middle seat down on its own, which I really like. I think that's very important. You can see here, driving or sitting, you have plenty of headspace. It's not like you know, the sedans that NIO has, where there's a little bit tight space on top. And I go to the back seat real quick and test it out. So here we have, again, plenty of leg room. The angle's really good. I've been in quite a few EVs where the angle of the legs is kind of bad, like your legs are more like this. But this car and all the new SUVs for sure have a good comfortable position for your legs. Now headspace, I'm putting my head against the headrest, I'm sitting naturally, and I have less space in this car than in the EC7, of course. It's, again, a smaller car slightly. I still have about a fist, not quite, like maybe like 3-finger fist. Here in the middle console, we have space right here. You can put your phone or whatever is charging with your USB-C there. You have cup holders, and there you go. And look at that. That's what I like to see, especially if you have a surfboard, your skis, and 2 friends. You put those in the back, lay them down through here, and you can still go to the beach, go to the mountains, go camping with you and your friends, all having a space comfortable to sit, and a nice little armrest here, except your surfboard or your skis will be there. Anyway, that's about it. We've also got this up here. We got a hook. There you go. Pop that out. Hang your shirts. Got a reading light. Big glass roof. And I'm a fan of both of these cars. I think anybody who is interested in NIO and a NIO SUV can't go wrong with an EC6 or an ES7. So thank you for watching this video of my time with the EC6, and I appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. This is a great car. I hope it succeeds.